What's going on, guys? Welcome back to episode 16 now of the Hard Stuff with Bailey and Caleb. It's episode 16, so we're, coming into the end of 4 months now.
Yeah.
We're
Made
flying.
it there. Consistent, too.
Yeah.
Haven't missed
every
a
week.
Yeah.
We are doing this Sunday at 7:30, so we're getting it done. Don't worry.
It will be out on at least our main platform before midnight.
Yeah, Spotify for sure. I don't know about YouTube.
Yeah.
YouTube's always kind of a bitch to do, but whatever.
It is. It doesn't like our uploads. But anyways,
Episode 16, Caleb's choice this week. What are we drinking?
we are drinking probably one of the more expensive ones we've done recently, other than maybe Screwball.
I don't even know what you paid for this. What'd you pay for it?
$40
Okay. For how much?
for 3 cups.
Okay, 750 milliliters, 3 cups,
And it is
$40.
90. Just 90.
That's what it's called.
Premium oak cask aged Canadian rye whiskey, 5-year-old. So that was the thing on the shelf. It was a feature shelf. There was, I think it was the same brand, no different names, 90. But there was 5-year-old, 15-year-old, and 20-year-old, I think.
Oh, so you cheaped out on us.
I definitely did. We celebrated a birthday last night,
Yeah, that's true.
That's where that money went.
Yeah, fair. So 90, probably because it's 90 proof, I would imagine.
It is.
Yeah.
Perfectly matured for 5 years in charred oak barrels and blended to 90 proof. 90 is a bold, rich, distinct whiskey for those who want a little extra out of life.
I don't even think we mentioned. I'm pretty sure that's a Canadian rye.
It is.
Right?
Calgary,
Yeah.
Alberta.
Okay. Canadian rye whiskey, 90. Let's get it going. The classy pop top, too. Whew. I hope the mic caught that. That was crisp.
It smells woody.
Yeah, well, yeah, probably oak aged. I bet it does. Okay, get some of that. Low arm.
My arms don't really work right now.
Yeah. We recently went back to the gym. Now that the gyms are open in BC. What a mistake.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? That doesn't smell bad.
It's not bad. It's just strong, I think.
Yeah. I'm incredibly hungover. Caleb's kind of hungover, so this will be, I think, a low-key episode. But
We got some good talking points, though.
we do. What the fuck am I doing? There we go. All right. What'd you do? Kind of like a shot and a half? I just spilled it on the fucking
Yeah,
table.
there you go. I got a little bit of Coke because I think with the hangover, sipping straight whiskey is going to be a little too much for me today.
Oh, yeah, no. Good call. Good call bringing in a Coke.
But I am trying it straight, of course. I like the color of it, actually.
Yeah, it's kind of like light. It looks almost like a caramel color.
Yeah, and the 20 was definitely darker. I don't know if that's directly how it translates.
I don't know. I'm no distiller. How was it? Oh, you didn't try it.
I didn't try it.
There's something in that. It's weird. It's good.
It's fairly smooth.
Yeah, but
The flavor is interesting.
that's a weird. Yeah, what is that? All right, I'm going back in. I don't know. Not bad. I don't hate it.
I don't hate it either, but I can't pinpoint that taste. Like, I can't even, to me, I can't say what that tastes like.
No, other than oak, maybe that's the only thing that I could think of.
Yeah, I don't know.
That,
Interesting. So, yeah, definitely, again, it was on the feature thing. If you want to support local, if you're from the West Coast, like, I would give 90 a go.
Yeah, I think this is a good whiskey to kind of get into just drinking on ice because it is incredibly smooth and it's not sweet. Like it's not super sweet.
No, that's true. And it's not too bitter either. Like, it's not coming in dark and heavy.
Yeah. So I think if you're kind of getting into just drinking whiskeys on ice, this is a very good one, I think, for that. It's not necessarily my favorite whiskey, but it is whiskey with a purpose. I like it. What are you doing now? You going with Coke?
Yeah. Topped up a little bit of whiskey,
Yeah.
threw in some
Good
Coke.
call.
Again, it's no fault to the drink or its flavor. It's we went a
Strictly
little hard
our
last
mental
night.
health.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hook me up. Thanks, guy.
And we can tell you what it tastes like as a mixed drink.
Double review. Hang on. So what are you actually giving? Just straight whiskey. What are you rating that one?
To me, that's like a 7. It comes in lower than the Screwball,
Yeah.
but it's not bad. Like, it's really not bad.
No, it's not bad at all.
It's very, but even saying that, nothing stands out about it. It's a very average one to me.
Yeah, you bet. Yeah, I'm kind of like I'm at a 6 for me. It's not my favorite, but it is. It's not shit at all.
Yeah.
Like it's a fine whiskey. It's just not my favorite whiskey. And as a mix,
Fair enough. And with that, I'm jumping right in
oh god,
just because it happened today, the last games. Semi-playoffs of the NFL.
oh yeah,
Now complete.
now complete. We now know who's going to the conference finals.
And I'm surprised, actually.
I'm surprised with
3 out of the 4 games for me.
3 out of these 4 games. So let's start with yesterday's games because honestly, I'd say upsets.
I was so happy. So happy. I didn't even watch the game. Check my phone. 49ers, Packers. I started the start, actually. Green Bay came out really strong. 49ers were getting walked all over by Green Bay's defense. It got to the halftime. I was going to text my buddy that's a hardcore fan, and it's like, oh, your team's looking good. Like, this could be it. We go out for dinner, start drinking. I check in hours later. Packers lost by 3. Oh, my God. What an upset.
Low-scoring game, too. 13-10. Holy.
I don't care who wins the Super Bowl. That made everything for me.
I think in the other underdog, that's going to be where the Super Bowl win is coming from.
You think so?
So the Bengals beat the Titans thanks to a rookie kicker.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So he kicked, I don't know, I think it was like a 40-yard or something to win the game. Rookie kicker, biggest kick of his fucking life. This puts Joe Burrow as the first number 1 quarterback, like first overall pick.
Yeah.
Quarterback to win a divisional game in his first 2 years, I believe.
Oh, interesting.
He's either the first to ever do it or the first in a long time to do it. I can't remember what the hell the headline said, but Joe
Still
Burrow
sweet.
is nuts apparently, and his rookie kicker is cold as ice. Just ice in his veins. So I think both those teams, the 49ers and the Bengals, are about to get stomped next week.
Think so?
Yep.
I
Absolutely.
agree. I think the Bengals. So for the other half, Kansas City beat out the Bills, and the
In overtime,
Rams
yeah.
upset over the Buccaneers.
I don't even know if that's an upset, really.
I think it is. All the hype that was following Brady this year.
You know,
I didn't know the odds, but I bet you they were heavily favored to Buccaneers.
even without AB.
Yep.
Ooh, okay. Hot take. Hot take. I think with AB they would have won that game.
I didn't watch it, so I have no.
Me either. But if being a 3-point game, it was probably a fucking shootout. Like it just finished.
Yeah, it did.
So I don't have a clue, but as much as I hate the guy, I think AB's kind of a game changer.
I just don't know. I don't know if his mind would have been there with whatever's
Well,
going
his
on.
mind is never there.
Exactly.
Okay, so the Chiefs beat the Bills in overtime. The Rams beat the Buccaneers by 3, so that was actually a pretty close game. So next week we should have 49ers and Rams and Bengals and Chiefs.
Yep. I honestly think LA is kind of a cakewalk over 49ers.
Should be. The
But-
Rams should slaughter them.
The way the Bengals are playing, I can't even make a prediction on that now.
Especially with how streaky the Chiefs have been this year.
Yeah, it's a roller coaster.
Like
there.
Mahomes could honestly have an off week and the Bengals could easily make the Super Bowl.
Oh, yeah.
Like this is so concerning to me, honestly.
Yeah, but so what happens there? Let's say the Bengals pull through, they make it. How do they do, let's say, against the Rams?
I think they get slaughtered.
Yeah.
I think if for some unknown reason the 49ers beat the Rams as well, the Bengals win the Super Bowl.
I agree with that.
Because I think the Bengals will beat the Niners. I don't think they'll beat the Rams.
Yeah.
And I really don't even know if they're going to beat the Chiefs.
I
But
say that's the big question mark. I think that's the biggest variable.
yeah, Mahomes is going to be the variable next week in that game. It won't even be the team. It'll be Mahomes.
Did he show up to play that day?
Yeah. So that's kind of interesting.
But I'd say he does pretty well in the playoffs, especially with how young he is.
Oh, yeah.
You look at the experience he has now.
Yeah, you bet. Absolutely. I mean, he always seems to go deep into the playoffs, if not the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And he's only been, 5 seasons maybe?
But then what the... Yeah, actually, yeah.
Yeah. I think he's still very young, to be honest.
He can keep his head in the game. I think he does well, but it's the same thing. Yeah, you don't know. It's probably as simple as showing up that day and it's like, hey, what's the day going to be?
Yeah. Just, I don't know where that game is. I'd imagine it's in Kansas City.
Oh, yeah, that playoff game. I'm not sure.
Yeah. But if it is in Cincinnati, maybe
it is Kansas City.
Okay, I was gonna say if it's in Cincinnati, maybe leave your brother at home. That guy just kind of seems to, cause drama everywhere. But that's
No,
all right.
Never.
So we didn't really have much in sports. We didn't get to watch football this week, honestly.
No, we didn't.
And really, we didn't watch a whole lot last week.
No, it was just more the highlights.
Yeah.
You're right. I haven't had time to really sit down and get into the playoffs like
Yeah,
this.
we just haven't been watching sports. But one thing out of the NBA, I think this was about a week ago, maybe 6 days or something, maybe Monday, I believe. The Grizzlies and the Bulls got into a little bit of an altercation. Bradley kind of gives not even a hard foul, just like a hug foul on the Grizzlies' all-star generational talent, Ja Morant. Takes exception to it, kind of shoves him. A little bit of shoving, yelling, whatever. And Steven Adams just walks over and grabs a grown man and walks away with him. Just picks him up straight in the air.
I hadn't seen that until just before this. We watched the clip. I highly recommend it. It's entertaining.
Who was that? Tony Bradley, I believe?
I think so.
So 6'7", 220. Like, not a small guy. Like, kind of thin for the NBA. But honestly, Steven Adams just picked him up like he was like taking his son to a hockey game or something.
Yeah, you're done here. We're just going to move this way.
Now, I don't know if it's because Steven Adams is just a behemoth of a man or because he is cut from superhuman genes. I don't know if you know this, but he's like, one of 18 siblings.
Really?
Yeah, all of his brothers range in height from 6'10 to 6'11. All his sisters are between 6'5 and 6'6.
That's a good gene pool.
Yeah, so they're all from New Zealand. And his sister plays in the WNBA, I believe. Like, very high-class family.
Yeah.
And apparently he's just just cut from the cloth of God, honestly.
None of his other siblings play in the NBA then?
No, none of his other siblings do, but apparently they just do, like, everybody has their own sport, and they
Everyone's
just kick
an
ass.
extreme athlete, yeah.
Yeah. Like, it's not uncommon to see an Adams name play for New Zealand in the Olympics.
That's awesome.
Yeah, just wild.
It's like one of the ones now when you go home to a family dinner with fucking whatever, 30-something people there with pairs, and just like, who did the best this week?
Yeah. Who's going to pay for this dinner? How'd your contract go this year?
Yeah, exactly. That's impressive. But yeah, definitely recommend looking at that clip. It's pretty entertaining.
Funny fucking clip.
Have you heard about The Rock?
I just saw that. I was going to say, what the hell do you have on the bottom of this?
He makes an appearance on this show more often than not. He's just very relevant right now.
Yeah, we do talk about him a lot.
He has now inked a new deal with the UFC that has given him sponsorship rights for apparel to The Ultimate Fighter. It's like certain fighters and weight classes to do with the UFC for weigh-ins, ringside, and post-fight conferencing.
Interesting.
The entire UFC he signed on to be the main shoe sponsor.
Oh, wow.
So he's plugged his Under Armour Rock apparel completely into the UFC. That's so far no figures have been released. It takes effect, I believe, the end of this month moving forward.
Okay, so in about a week then.
I don't think they've had an apparel fully partnered in a while. I could be wrong there. Don't quote me because like it hasn't been tap out and stuff like that for quite a while.
Yeah. That's
and then
true.
Up until just recently, this previous shoe sponsor was Reebok, and apparently he gave them a better deal.
Interesting.
Or he's more relevant. I don't know who decides that.
Yeah, well, he's definitely more relevant than fucking Reebok. Let's be honest here.
Yeah, but that came out, I think, 2 days ago now.
Okay. I want to see numbers on that by next week.
Yeah.
Because I wonder if it's kind of like, it's not really a great deal, but we can say we have The Rock. Like, I mean,
but a great deal for who?
Well, I'm going
Did the
to
UFC pay out the ass, or did the...
Yeah, no, that's what I mean. They probably had to pay quite a bit, but it's like, we got The Rock. It's not like the UFC hurts for money. Honestly.
Yeah, let's ask Jake Paul his opinion on that.
No. I said the UFC, not the fighters. Dana White makes good money. Let's put it that way.
Yes. And then with all that came out, the only comment, because of course it comes out, it's like, oh, you think you would have done good in the UFC, blah, blah, blah.
Oh, God.
And The Rock actually owned up and was like, no.
Oh, wow.
If I got into the UFC, I can't remember. I gotta find the quote. It was like, I like my face the way it is, and my jaw would be destroyed if I was in that kind of thing. Like,
Wow,
he
okay.
straight up admitted he would get beat.
Good for him. That, you know what? At his weight and weight class, I would agree. I don't see, like, I understand you're ripped and all, but there's some big motherfuckers that would have been fighting him. Like, Brock Lesnar would have handled that man.
Oh yeah. Well,
That
yeah,
would've
that's
been
what I
ugly.
mean. It's a different class. Like, you have the WWE, but to his core, The Rock is an actor.
Yeah, you bet.
He's there for show.
Yeah, as athletic and as ripped as he is, he's there to act. That's wild.
So there, he got asked what he thinks if he was in it. He's like, I think for me, I'll go back as a fan and someone who has never competed in the octagon, though I would have loved to many, many moons ago, although I would have got my face smashed in and I like my jaw where it is at.
Fair enough. You know what? Good for him being honest. Yeah.
That would have been the worst if he like boasted about it. It's like, oh, okay, next celebrity fight.
Yeah, exactly. He would have had to go. He's still athletic enough. He could definitely do it. It's weird that, like, it's not weird, but it's interesting to see because we talked about it, probably a couple months ago, like him being relevant in almost every aspect of life.
Yeah.
Like, he's got liquor, he's got acting, he's got music now, and now he is the face of the UFC.
He's got kid
Quote,
shows,
unquote.
movies.
Yeah, like he's everywhere.
Yeah.
This is fucking crazy.
Is he on a cereal box yet? Like, do we know that?
Oh, he's got to be, right? I feel like he definitely was at one point.
Him in a fucking fanny pack somewhere.
Oh, God, that's a great photo. Okay. So that, yeah, like we said, we didn't watch a whole lot of sports this week, unfortunately. We slacked on sports. We had other shit going on.
Pretty much.
That's all it was. But a lot of news coming out in tech and games and big companies purchasing each other.
Yeah, that'll be a big talking point. But before that, this was on our list last week. I just want to touch into it. Have you seen the 3050 and the 3090 Ti?
I saw a 3050, I believe. I saw numbers on it.
Yeah, it comes in relatively cheap. I don't know the exact number, but it's now their most entry-level gaming GPU that can apparently, from the benchmarks, pull decent standardized frames through most games, AAA titles.
Yeah, I also saw like independent testing. I think Jay released some numbers. Jay's 2 cents.
Yeah.
I think he released some numbers, and it competes almost directly with the 1660 Ti.
Okay.
Why the fuck are you making this card?
Well, I wonder, I don't know, but my guess would be because hopefully it's cheaper, it's easier to produce so they can get the numbers out to alleviate it. So everyone, I didn't realize how many people were actually still hunting GPUs at the moment.
Yeah, it has not gotten better. Like, it's gotten a little better, but
So I think that might be the answer to that.
don't buy this fucking card.
Yeah, but the thing is, you could probably, from the MSRP, you can buy that cheaper than anyone that's trying to huck a 1660.
What the fuck are you upgrading from that you're going to buy a 3050?
Anyone still on a 7 series? I don't know.
I think if you're still on a 7 series, maybe just wait.
Or it's like you're running your Costco Walmart special and you're throwing in a GPU finally. You can get nice i5 units and stuff, but their built-in graphics are just trash.
It's not that I don't agree with you. I don't even know what the MSRP is on this card. $400 or something? $500?
I think so. I don't know if that's US or Canadian. Probably US.
Yeah, it's US for sure. I think it's $499 I saw, or maybe $599. I don't remember. I could find a better way to light $600 on fire. Like, this card is honestly going to compete with cards that are 2 or 3 generations old.
Yes.
You're telling me you can't find a used 1660 somewhere, or even a 20 series card somewhere?
Everyone still wants $1,000 for them.
No way. I don't know what's going on in the American GPU market.
There, that's why. This is the big
this is gonna
drawing
be
factor.
good.
So in the US,
Yeah.
the NVIDIA RTX 3050 with 8 gigs
Okay, that's not bad. I didn't realize it was an 8 gig card.
retails for $250
Okay.
if you can find MSRP.
Buy the card if you find out at MSRP. Turn around, sell it for $700 and buy something else.
There you go.
Apparently, I just got into the business of flipping 3050s. Still, at $250 though, did they announce if it's going to be limited for mining?
This one does fall under their yes,
The LHR?
Yeah,
Okay, so it's not a mining card.
it is not.
Can't mine with it or can't effectively mine with it.
Yeah, it's not optimized.
So, okay, hopefully then it won't get abused into the whole GPU flipping and hoarding and whatever.
Guaranteed it will.
Yeah, it will, but it shouldn't be as bad. On the flip side of this, though, 3090 Ti announced, I'm not sure when it's coming out, but soonish.
Yeah, and they had a
Allegedly.
delay with this one. So they released both these cards informational wise. 3050 is supposed to hit really shortly here, actually, probably within a week or two. And then the 3090s were supposed to be into February. And I know last week I was reading into it. You know how they like NVIDIA comes out with this, they have their chipset.
Yeah.
And then their designs kind of go out to all their partners, like the realtors.
Yeah, they let
or,
us
certified
look at it.
builders.
Yeah.
So they did that, and then they had to put out like a market-wide cease and desist on production because they were having issues with their software and the hardware. Like they found a major flaw at the moment.
Yeah.
So, but they haven't put out an official release if that's actually delayed.
Interesting. So,
it's already guaranteeing that when this card comes out, it's going to be impossible to find.
yeah, that's fair. Now, do you think it's worth getting, or should we just wait for a 4000 series?
I don't know what they're going to do with the 4000 series. Like with all this shit, like are you really expecting when it comes September?
I am, honestly, the way they're just fucking ramming out cards right now. We went from, I don't even know what was released originally, 3070 and 3080?
And 3090, all three cards.
Okay. So now we have TIs of all of those. We have a 3060 and a 3060 Ti. We've got an incoming 3050. We've got a 3090 Ti coming out. Like, they just seem to be pumping cards out, so why not release a 4000 series
I don't
in 3
think
months?
we're going to see anything on the scale of the 3090 Ti, though, because from everything I've read, they're releasing this like what the Titan XP was the equivalent of. Like, this is their major
It is going to be end-all,
high-end
be-all.
flagship card.
Interesting. Hopefully, it is mining restricted as well, honestly.
Yeah, right.
I know it won't be, but it'd be nice. Like, I understand mining is lucrative in some areas. Like, if you get cheap power or whatever, good for you. All the power to you. But as a game guy, I don't like paying $5,000 for graphics cards. And unfortunately, I think that's where we'll be.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Like, we both are rocking 3080 Ti's right now. We both lucked out. Well, I got mine MSRP. You were very close.
You're welcome.
Yeah, whatever. That's neither here nor there.
Yeah.
But do you think this is going to be something worth upgrading, like, for you? Because you're a multi-use guy. You use it for rendering, drawing, whatever.
I still think I'm at the point where I'm very comfortable with my build. But if I ever had the shot to get a 3090 or 3090 Ti at flat MSRP, I would
Yeah.
switch.
That's fair. Just for the extra VRAM, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because to me, I'll spend the money because I have no issue still getting exactly what I paid for my 3080.
Or more.
So like I would just turn that around and I'm laughing.
Yeah, I agree with that. Okay.
But
Yeah.
no, I'm not going to actively
Yeah.
seek it. I'm just
Yeah.
not there for it.
No.
That market is so convoluted and screwed up. Like I'm just not interested anymore.
Yeah, and it does not seem to be getting any better, to be
No.
honest. All right, what else do you have on here? You got what is that at the bottom there? Tesla Gigapress.
Oh yeah. So this is
gonna be
kind
good.
of
This is-
kind of techie, but it's just like what's going on. It was a really cool thing. So Tesla's, I think it's their Texas factory, their Gigafactory.
Okay.
Enormous fucking thing. It's supposed to, once fully optimized, pump out cars like no other.
Fully automated, I imagine.
No, it's still staff, so I don't
Okay.
know like where the line is with that.
Yeah.
But so the whole thing that's come out is Tesla has just purchased 2 of the biggest pressurized die casting machines ever built, pretty much.
Interesting.
So the goal of these idea was to pretty much build their Teslas like you mold a Hot Wheel. They take, I can't remember what it is. It's an enormous block of aluminum.
Yeah.
Puts it into this thing, heats it all up, and then inject die casts it. So right now they've got one press. It
Jesus
does the
Christ.
whole rear end of a Tesla Model 3, I believe.
Just in seconds.
Yeah, like just one press.
Well, hopefully that means the prices will go down a little bit.
I think that's the goal. Is like you drive it, to
make it
produce
more of
easier.
a consumer level car instead of like.
Because there's nothing set in stone. Because this is the company that made the press is third party to Tesla. Like they've built this machine commissioned by them.
Yeah.
But apparently the end goal is to pretty much die cast a fucking Tesla, and then you go and plug in all your electronics to it.
Jesus.
So just like kind of something cool production wise. But yeah, that hit the news. They're supposed to be up and running, I believe, end of February into March.
That's pretty cool though, because as it stands right now, like especially when Tesla kind of first came on the market, it was kind of looked at as like an upper class car. It was a little more expensive. Like your electric vehicles, when they first came out in general, were more expensive.
Yeah.
But getting this kind of cranking the production up, I hope brings it down a little bit, makes it more of like, honestly, an average everyday car.
So actually, what's your opinion on that? In the next 10 years, are you going to be driving electric?
Absolutely fucking not.
No?
No shot. Absolutely not. First of all, how fucking cold did it get this winter for us? It was negative 42 the one day.
Yeah, something like minus 45.
I don't have a garage. You're telling me the fucking battery acid in those things doesn't freeze at negative 45?
Apparently, it doesn't. The batteries themselves don't die. You might lose a decent amount of mileage. It's just, I don't know if you've seen it. Like all the Teslas suffer from the door locks, the trunk locks, all that shit stops working.
And I can't be upset with that because even in my pickup when it was that cold, like I got full electric locks, full electric fucking everything. Some of that shit stopped working. I was fucking locked in my truck the one day and I just fucking like banged through. I think I busted the latch a little bit. Like just because everything fucking froze. Like that is something I think that not only Teslas are going to suffer for in our area, it'll just be everything. Like, because we're moving to electric parking brakes, electric locks, like in my car.
So you don't even need an electric parking brake. Manual ones fuck up that cold.
Yeah, that's true too. But I don't know. I am not going to be driving an electric car. I know that.
No?
No shot. I know you're kind of a fan of it.
I am, in the sense, like, there's a difference. I drive a car right now. I'm pretty done with it. Like, I'm 90% sure by the end of this year, before we hit winter again, I'll be driving a truck.
Yeah.
And I have my pre-order in on a Ford Lightning, actually.
Mm-hmm.
I can do my build. I can order it now. I've got the prices back on it, and I'm just not sold on it.
Well, the price is fucking retarded.
Yeah, but it kind of goes along the line of, like, every new truck is fucking expensive.
No, it doesn't. No, it does not at all.
It's the same across the board as any of the same trim in the trucks that are out right now. It's just you have, like, you get the electric, so you're suffering. You get the electric, but your ranges suck. Like, no doubt about it, the Ford Lightning ranges, miles on the charge blow.
Yeah. Yeah, that is terrible. Have they released their tow stats yet?
Not what it does to the battery. You can haul 10,000 pounds, but they haven't released how it affects the battery.
Look, I used to drive a Subaru Impreza, and allegedly that hauled 7,000. Would I ever do it? No.
Well, that's what I mean. The suspension, all that's fine, but it's the private reviews that have come out, and I don't know if there's like a gag order on it or they've done a good job squashing it, but you find the little odds and ends here, and it says it's atrocious.
I believe that.
But it also comes down to the fact, like both of us having half tons, we don't do a ton of towing. It's more the utility of the box.
Yeah, I mean, we're both homeowners. We do renos. We do dump runs.
Exactly.
Like, we go camping. Even for golf, it's nice. Like, you and I went on a golf trip basically right after I got my truck, and having 4 guys in the truck, 4 sets of golf clubs, it's great having a box.
But that's what I mean. So do you weigh that against the fact of, like, I don't think I'll have to tow? The only downside is on the cheaper battery. I think it's 300 something miles. So the downside is I can't make it from here, Prince George, to Edmonton in one charge.
No,
I have to
not
do
even
a
close.
sit down lunch in Jasper and wait for it.
Yeah, and possibly have a couple cocktails too, because you might be there for 2 hours.
Well, and that's just it. That's the downside. But the same thing, if we had milder weather because of the cold, and it's mainly driving a car in our shitty winters.
Yeah.
When we get the nasty snowfalls, because outside of that, I would probably try an entry-level Tesla. They're more affordable now.
Yeah, if I lived south, like basically anywhere south of here, I would consider an electric vehicle.
Yeah. And it's like I say that I would easily probably do like a Model X. I just don't have 130 grand.
Yeah, true. My wife's aunt has one. She lives, I don't know, in the greater Vancouver area.
Yeah.
They're beautiful.
Yep.
Beautiful fucking
I
cars.
cabbed around them all in Kelowna. Yeah,
Yeah.
same thing.
I don't think I could fucking justify spending that and then have to park it in the winter because my fucking door won't open. Like, I would lose my mind. But whatever. We're way off topic now.
Well, that's what I mean, though. It's just that's tech talking to the electric. I'm curious because with my pre-order, I've been talking to more and more people, and I'm kind of the exception. I find that's fairly in the middle. Everyone I talk to is either very pro it. They're like, you're like, oh, I was looking at a Tesla, and then it's always like, I think I'm going to do solar on my house, and I'm getting rid of this electronically, and it's like, okay, slow down. I don't care. I just asked about a car, and then the other ones are just like,
fuck that.
I drive a diesel. I want to roll coal. Not happening.
You know what? Funny you say that. I drive a diesel.
But that's what I mean. Like, it's just funny getting everyone's opinions on it.
Yeah, that's fair. All right, let's get back in the shit here. Amazon has, I guess this was 2 weeks ago now, they announced that the Fallout video game series is being ported to a TV show.
So it's just coming out that's gonna run alongside the games?
I don't know. I haven't read too much into it. There's not a whole lot released yet. I know the writer that's doing it, I can't remember his name right now, was the same writer in The Dark Knight Rises.
Okay.
And the one, I can't remember her name, but the other writer also was part of that as well. So they have put good money into it because that movie was great. The Dark Knight Rises was a great movie.
Yeah.
So they're putting good money into this. I think it's going to be its standalone thing. It's supposed to be set in the 22nd, 23rd, and 24th century.
Okay.
Post-apocalyptic.
Yeah.
But still kind of keep that 1950s vibe like how Fallout 3 was.
Yeah.
Right? So they haven't picked any actors yet. They haven't released, honestly, fuck all. This is only 2 weeks old.
Just starting up, yeah.
But it should be going by the end of 2023, I believe they said.
That's not bad.
No.
Especially with like the timeline everything's taking right now, COVID and shit.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to find actors or get all the actors working together when everybody's fucking sick.
I'm just curious how they're going to drive that for like what the main part of the story is going to be off the start, like what they want to do with it.
I hope they start it like every fucking Fallout starts. Honestly, you kind of, I don't want to be the kid having a fucking birthday in the vault.
Yeah.
But I would like to see like kind of a little preceptor of how we got to the vaults.
Yeah.
Why we're in there. Do a little bit of life in the vault, I'm sure they'll have. And then the nuclear war.
Yeah.
And
see
then
what happens.
adventuring out.
But that's what I mean. When you come into these shows like that, you've got all these mini conflicts.
Yeah.
And there's just like, there's so much you can do. I hope they drive it so it stays mainly story driven and you don't have like every episode dealing with this like small one-off side, and then you get to the end, it's like, oh, by the way, we're coming back to the main topic.
Yeah, and I think with that game series, it'll be a little weird jumping around because the games are all kind of very different. Like Fallout 3 has its own story. New Vegas kind of has its own story. Fallout 4, you had the Institution was brought in.
Yeah.
And Fallout 76 sucked a huge set of nuts.
I didn't even play that one.
It was fucking terrible. But the three mentioned before that, I found them very different. So I think meshing those will be weird.
And that was through Amazon?
Yeah, Amazon's doing it. Yeah.
They're making big moves then. Because it's not even on our list. But did you see this week they've put out their opener for their Lord of the Rings TV show?
I did see that. Yeah.
They're putting a lot of hype into that.
Apparently they put like $1 billion into it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like they've already guaranteed it 3 seasons, I think.
Yeah. Like this is big time.
Yeah, and that's what they're doing. It's the first one, which it's hard to claim that because a lot of other TV shows are doing it now. They're claiming where it's the first fully committed television series to be based truly like a Hollywood movie. And I think they say that just because you look at everything now, The Witcher, Game of Thrones, they get to that scale. But I guess they don't start like that in production. It's like you do your pilot season and then we see what happens.
Yeah, that's fair. I think, they are kind of just all in right away.
Where I think Lord of the Rings has been in the making for 4 or 5 years already.
Yeah, and they're flying at it. I like that though. I like to see the commitment, especially with the success of, like you said, The Witcher, Game of Thrones. Like, I'm sure this show will have a big following.
I don't think it can't not, just because of the background it has. You
Yeah.
got
The four
I'm a Lord of the
movies
Rings
before.
fan, but you got every diehard nerd that'll just love it. Period.
Yeah. As long as it's, I think they have to kind of stick very close to the lore because, like you said, there's a lot of Lord of the Rings diehards.
Well, and that's just what it is. Everything's kind of based off the book, so you got to play it somewhat close to the heart there.
Yeah, I think they're going to have to play very close to that.
And it's all a prequel, so everyone's pumped. You get to kind of see different stuff. You're not expecting many of the same characters. I'd be surprised if there weren't a couple big cameos.
Yeah, I think there'll be a couple.
Yeah.
But you got to remember when those movies first came out, what was that, 15 years ago? 20 years ago almost? So I think being a prequel, having those cameos will be a little tough because a lot of those guys have changed, died, or they're just old.
No, that's true. It'll be some kind of like elf scene, borderline CGI or something.
Yeah, that'll be okay. That'll be cool. I agree with that.
I think that is coming. And then again, it's not on there, but I'm getting excited. It's getting closer. It's a different company, but I'm so pumped for the Halo TV show.
Oh man, it's gonna be so good. It's gonna be so good.
The trailer dropped for it, kinda. It's looking better and better. The only thing that I need to know, I have to know, is what they're doing with his voice.
I would really like the old Halo 3 voice actor.
No. As far as I know, they're doing no voiceovers. It's all the actor. And when asked in an interview if he would be trying to mimic...
Yeah. Do a Master Chief voice. Yeah.
He said, I don't copy people, I act.
Okay, so this guy's a douchebag. First of all, I'm going to toss that out there right now. Holy, really? Who is it?
I don't think you'll know him. He's getting more and more popular. He's Pablo Schreiber. Did you ever watch American Gods?
Okay, let's just move on. I've never seen this guy in anything. I'll guarantee it right now.
Yeah, Orange is the New Black?
Nope.
Come on.
You can keep naming things. Yeah, I have no idea who
That's what he
that guy
looks
is.
like. It's funny because I really like him in American Gods. He plays a leprechaun, but this guy's 6'6" and shredded.
Okay.
But in that one, it's all Irish accent kind of
Yeah.
and just mean, and I'm having a very hard time filling in the gaps. He's got the stature for Master Chief.
Yeah, superhuman fucking...
And I think that's probably a lot of why he got it, but there's been nothing about the voice.
That sucks. Because I would have loved to see the voice actor from the older Halo games do it all.
Mm-hmm.
Because when you hear that voice, like when he's talking to Cortana in Halo 3, Halo Reach, whatever, that's the voice that you hear, and it's like, ooh, I got chills.
Yeah.
I love that voice actor.
And again, I don't know what the storyline is, when it is, what the arc is, but I'm hoping Cortana's in it. Proper voice and all.
I'm going to imagine that they'll kind of go right from the rip, right from CE. I would hope. Halo Combat Evolved.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because at least with Halo, opposite of Fallout, all the campaigns kind of flowed together.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Yeah,
Kind
you got
of.
some loose spots in there, but yes, I
But-
agree.
You had the flood, you had all that, you're getting rid of the flood. You do.
Yep.
So I don't know. I'm hoping that it looks really good like that. The thing that you just said about the whole voice actor thing, not copying, really pisses me off. It's like, dude, you're playing one of every fucking 20-something's hero.
Yeah.
Come on, put a little heart into it, please.
Especially after how well the new game just did.
I still haven't even played the campaign.
I'm waiting for that co-op. I can't wait. It's unreal. It's so good.
I know. I don't want to play it solo until we play it co-op, and
Yeah.
I'm just going to be like, fuck it. I'll just stream the whole thing. It'll be a shit show.
So either way, excited for that.
Oh, man.
But-
it'll be good.
I'm going to move us into our big topic here. For $70-something billion,
Yeah.
Activision has been bought out. Activision Blizzard has been bought out by Microsoft.
Yeah.
And I believe now, after reading into it a little more, it's Microsoft, but it was actually the Xbox portion that purchased it.
Yeah, and this is not the first time they've purchased a huge development company.
Correct.
Not even the second time. Like in the last 5 years, I think I read something they bought 8 different developing companies, including Activision and Blizzard now.
What was it? I think Minecraft was like $2 billion or something.
Yeah,
Like
that was huge.
started it off.
They bought Bethesda
Yep.
last year. So Microsoft and Xbox are making huge fucking moves. So
I want to know what they do with it, though.
I don't know, but all I'm going to say right now, before we even talk about it, is sell your PS5.
Okay, actually, I'm glad you brought that up. That's been the biggest thing all over the internet.
Sony is cocky and confident.
But the funny thing is, and I don't know how much of this, because there's no breakdowns out there, as far as what they count as game companies, because that's titled as Sony and whatever umbrellas underneath it.
Yeah, because they will.
It is
have
still the
numerous
largest game company.
Sony
They
is?
are the most profitable. They are on every scale still the largest. But I don't know if that's some form of like if it's just Sony gaming or if that's Sony everything.
Yeah, that could be like all their music equipment and development side. That could be all their tech. Like they do a lot of other shit that's not PlayStation. I want to know what PlayStation the company pulls,
Yeah.
because they've had numerous problems with security issues, getting hacked all the time, leaking credit card info, all that shit. Every time they release a new system, it seems like there's huge backlash with them not allowing backwards compatibility. Like when the PS4 came out, you couldn't play PS3 games. It's like all this shit seems to happen every time they release a system since the PS2, honestly.
Yeah.
They are finally getting Discord, apparently. That's been announced.
Who is?
PlayStation is going to be
Oh, interesting. That's sweet.
porting the Discord app onto
I hope
onto your
Xbox does it
PlayStations.
too.
I would like to see Xbox do it too, but like the fact that PlayStation needed to do that instead of just fix their fucking party chat system is incredible. Like you guys have had 5 systems and at least 3 systems to figure this fucking thing out.
Yeah, but I think it's good. I'd say it's helping them get ahead of the curve just because with all the crossplay that's coming out, people don't even buy games anymore that don't support it.
Yeah, that's
because
true.
and that's the big thing is everyone plays a different thing. All your PC players never really get consoles, so to fill in your friend group, like I think I would love to see a generalized Discord. That'd be perfect.
It would be really nice, but it's something that's like I think they're doing it to stay relevant because I
Yeah.
think
Yeah.
PlayStation's losing, to be honest.
That's what I mean. I think in every way you view it, I agree. Just when you read into the brass tacks of it, apparently on paper, they're still doing just fine. Same
Yeah.
thing. PS5s have very much outsold the new Xboxes
Yeah,
as well.
big time. I saw that. Like, well done. They're doing great, and I hope everybody that bought a PlayStation has a great time playing Spider-Man because that is all they got left.
Yeah.
I don't like.
Horizon. I enjoy that.
Yes, sorry, Zero Dawn. Yes, that's fine, and Spider-Man. But other than that, with Bethesda going to Microsoft, Activision going to Microsoft, like if it goes wrong, you're going to be missing your biggest games.
Yeah, and that's the only thing. The only press release I found, I don't even know if it was that. It might have been like a proper, like a certified, verified Twitter post.
Oh yeah,
They just said that they hope moving forward that Microsoft honors all of Activision's
Yeah.
current contracts.
it's time to kiss ass a little bit
Yeah.
right now. Yeah, and I think they are going to at least for 2022 and 2023 because I believe the sale is not finalized until the end of 2023.
Oh, okay.
Like they have so much shit and paperwork and other companies underneath this company that are all being bought that it's going to take almost 2 years to get it all finalized.
Which makes sense. And I don't think unless something really dumb happens that they're going to try and out them like that off the bat. It's
No.
kind of a really bad PR move.
Yeah, could you imagine? Microsoft sewers Sony.
Yeah.
PlayStation goes
Hands
under.
down.
Yeah. That's all the headlines would be.
But the funny part is we've talked briefly. Blizzard Activision CEO has had an interesting go of things in the last couple of years here.
Are you possibly talking about the numerous sexual harassment lawsuits that are going on?
Yes, multiple employees quitting, leaving companies because he runs his companies allegedly like a frat house.
Yeah.
So with all this happening, he's said he's stepping down once this is done.
Yeah.
He has not released it to anyone on paper, nothing, what his buyout is.
Yeah, exactly. Because he's not stepping down. It was somebody at Microsoft went to him and said, how much money do you need to fuck off?
But in all the new stuff that's coming out, Microsoft's on boots on the ground. They're doing tons and tons of what they called fireside meetings, talking to all the Activision, all the Blizzard employees, like saying this is not a hostile takeover. They're reassuring them, like, you guys get to keep your jobs. This is what we're doing. They're doing like their partner stuff, all their PR.
I love that.
And they did an enormous, it was like a digital call with like everyone.
Yeah.
Anyone that wanted to join in could. And then the Blizzard Activision CEO showed up late and left early with next to no input in the entire meeting.
Not a fucking surprise.
What does that say to your employees?
It says, hey guys, I'm going to leave in my Lamborghini. Fuck off.
Yeah, exactly.
Like that guy, he won't have to work again after this buyout. Let's be real.
I hope not.
He won't have to. He's going to make way too much money off this buyout, unfortunately. But honestly, if I was him, I wouldn't care anymore either. If I knew I was getting a massive pay cut to retire, or not pay cut, payout,
Yeah.
a massive payout to retire, essentially, my next, what did I say, till the end of 2023, my next 2 years, complete write-off.
Yeah, you show up to your desk, feet go up.
I don't even know if I show up at that point.
Yeah,
I'm
take
smoking
your calls on the golf course.
I'm smoking a cigar on the golf course, and I'm doing Zoom from my phone. I don't care. I'll come in.
Be like, that's so careless to just check out like that. I couldn't imagine that.
I'll come in every Tuesday afternoon to sign the documents you need me to sign. Other than that, don't call me.
You're walking into your building. I guarantee all your staff's like, do we have jobs? What's going on? Like, do I have to do something?
Yeah.
What's happening? Do I like? And he's just like, I don't know.
Just kind of dusts the hands off. Just see you guys later.
Ask someone that cares. I don't know.
That's so
That's
awful.
mind blowing.
All right. It's not on the list, but I want to talk about it now that we've kind of brought up Microsoft, Activision, whatever. What happens to Call of Duty?
Okay, so they've released now that they're already planning and excited to move away from annual releases.
Yes, this one is coming out this year. It's already announced.
Yep.
Modern Warfare the second. Not Modern Warfare 2, but it is the second of the new Modern Warfares.
Yeah.
That is going to be this year's release. Then what? What do we do?
I just hope, and I think this is the probably general, wide, broad, and biggest hope from everyone, is that they start pushing out much better polished games.
Yeah, especially after the absolute dumpster fire of Vanguard.
I could see it going back to the original Modern Warfare MW2. You put out a fairly polished game, and then 8 months, 10 months down the road, you do a big paid-for DLC pack.
I would love that.
Go back to kind of traditional how it used to be.
Yeah.
And then you get a bunch of new content. You make your, whatever, it's $20 for a map pack, so be it.
Yeah, especially when it was Modern Warfare 2, you paid your $20 and it was like 5 maps.
Yeah.
Like, that's literally, it's $4 a map, guys. Like, I understand microtransactions suck, but people can't work on shit for free.
Or that's the difference. Are they going to come out with a game, Call of Duty, and it's going to be a kick-ass campaign / more Warzone shit, like, and they push it to kind of what they tried to do with Halo? Like, to continue that microtransaction train?
Yeah.
Battle Pass crap?
I don't think so. I don't think that'll happen after all the backlash they got on Halo. Because there was, literally, you could spend thousands of dollars, and I don't even think you unlocked everything in Halo. Like, that's how fucking broken it was on release.
Yeah.
But technically, that one's a free game.
It is, yeah. You're right.
So,
not for the campaign, though.
No, not for the campaign, but your multiplayer and your battle pass and where all those actual microtransactions are is technically free.
Yeah, it is really, it's like Fortnite in that sense. Any
Fortnite,
battle royale.
Apex Legends, Warzone, all this shit, there is pay to unlock.
Yeah.
And that, unfortunately, is never going to go away.
The only plus side is I think you even get the guns for free in Warzone if you get to them. It's not pay to win.
No, it's not pay to win at all. But like all your cosmetics are you pay for. All of your
How much money have you spent on Fortnite?
On Fortnite?
Yeah.
Well, so how long has Fortnite been out? 7 years?
How long have you played it?
So how long has Fortnite been out? It's been out quite a while. Real OG Battle Royale game.
You're right. Bailey, I think, has played for 3 weeks now.
I've got a lot of hours into it, is what I'm going to say. And I spent $120.
In the last week.
$120 over my Fortnite career.
In 3 weeks.
Over my Fortnite career.
Okay. You air that out however you need it.
But you know what? I'm having so much fun with it.
Are you really? Do we have to talk about Spider-Man gloves?
Okay, so I'm not having a whole lot of fun with this Fortnite game. But there's no fucking games to play right now.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Did you see, like, we're, again, going way off topic with this one, but Battlefield 2042 is moving to free-to-play because it was such a dumpster fire that nobody's playing it.
Are they refunding?
Oh, God, no. Absolutely not. No, Origin and EA are so fucking crooked and broken. No shot. But it will now be free-to-play.
That's hilarious.
Or they're considering it.
Yeah.
Something like that.
That's so fucked. We're advertising a AAA game. It's going to be the best of the best. Garbage.
Yeah. My flying hovercrafts and backwards faces tell me otherwise.
Yeah, you're F-18 kamikaze for a 22 kill streak off the start of a game.
Yeah. Like, what the fuck is happening is kind of my point here. Like, Call of Duty Vanguard sucked. Cyberpunk sucked and was delayed for 20 years.
Yeah.
Battlefield sucked.
I think it's just the
what are we
quality,
doing
though.
wrong?
It's the amount of effort in. Like, for what we played, Ready or Not, it's a very unfinished game in my opinion.
It's beta though.
But for what it came out, it was fun.
Yes.
It's not meant to be in depth. It's
I totally
short.
forgot about that.
It's scenario plays, but we had a blast with it. And when a little new content comes out or a big patch, we'll definitely jump back into it.
Yeah, as soon as that is a full game, I'd kind of like to see a leveling system almost.
I agree.
Like you have to kind of unlock new gadgets, new gear, like I want
A point to playing, not to just clear scenarios, like
Yeah.
a benefit, like a risk reward something.
Yeah, like
There is no reward. You beat it.
Yeah, exactly, and you can go
beat it.
right back into it.
Yeah.
It doesn't fucking matter. I would love to see that game take on like okay, here's a little side mission. If you don't kill any hostages on accident or whatever, if you do that throughout 5 straight missions or something, here you go. Here's a cool gadget that X-rays doors instead of that stupid camera that goes under them, because that thing's a fucking nightmare to use. Or like different kinds of like your team shit.
Yeah.
I would love to see like, okay, you got to this level, now you kind of have like a surveillance guy. Like he hacks into security systems. Like if you could go into that gas station level and have access on your iPad to all the security cameras or some for a limited amount of time, that'd be super cool. Like
I agree.
But I want to have to unlock that. I don't want to be able to buy that.
I agree. But it's also on that end of it, I'm curious where that sits with the devs, because it's meant to be more of a realistic thing.
Yeah, and what I'm talking about is totally TV.
Exactly.
It's not a real life thing at all. But
so I get that line to it, but yes, I agree.
Yeah,
or it's like you should go in, like play it. You start very budget, and you have to progress. You have to unlock to get funding or money to even upgrade any of your gear.
Yeah, that's true. You go in as a fucking detective with a pistol. Okay, let's see how you do.
Just that kind of idea. Yeah.
I would love that. I agree with that too. But that is, I think we're going to go back into that. Like you said, as soon as that's fully released, it's going to be a deep dive.
Yeah.
And we're going to play all the controversial missions. And we'll talk about them on this show for sure.
No problem.
No problem at all.
Won't hold any punches there.
So I think the last thing we got, there has been a whole lot of Twitch drama going on between some very famous streamers.
Yep.
Yeah. How do you want to start this? This is a weird one.
Though. It's like you work up to it.
Yeah.
You think it's gonna be fun to talk about it.
It's
you
not.
Air it out like that.
It's
you're just
weird.
Like, why is this even a thing?
So, Pokimane, I don't know her real name. Young female streamer, whatever. Very famous, makes a lot of money. She was rated by a YouTube content creator.
Yeah.
He's not even a Twitch streamer, but he did start a Twitch account just to kind of hang out and fuck around. Gideon?
Something like that.
Gideon. I don't know. She calls him Dijon, like mustard.
Yeah.
But That's besides the point. So he gets all of his YouTube subscribers, followers, whatever, hops in her chat and basically just says L plus ratio or LL ratio. I don't even really know what that means, to be honest with you. Like, I'm a boomer now. But and he scored a 2-week ban for that at first. What's your hot
At first,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah. So just comment on that. What's your hot take on that part?
I don't know. I agree with it, and I don't. I didn't want to be the asshole here, but like,
I will. Don't worry.
when you go into tech and stuff like that, and you're a gamer, there's a term, and it's called trolling.
Yeah, no
And that-
shit.
It's what it is. It happens. There's a difference between trolling and like hate,
Yeah.
and I'm very pro trolling. Like, if you want to, I guess even that's labeling it back. It's like, yes, a hate raid, which is what it was deemed as.
Kind of, but it wasn't hate. There was no hate speech. There wasn't anybody like calling out anything on her personal life. Like, nothing hateful was happening. It was trolling. It was spam. That's all it was. It was trolling and spam.
But that's what I mean. I'm pro trolling
Yeah.
in that sense because it's just what happens.
Especially when you are a multimillionaire with a ban button.
Yeah. Well, that's just it. Like, guess what? If anything really bad comes out, you deal with it. You have an army of mods that are going to go in there screening your chat. And Twitch even has a kind of like autonomous screener that if any bad shit comes out, it gets segregated and you get to choose if it's posted.
Yeah. And you also have sub-only mode.
Yeah.
Like, if these people don't pay you money, they can't talk in your chat. It literally takes half a second to move your mouse and click on that. That's all it is. It's a little switch on your screen.
Yeah.
So, whatever. That he gets banned for 2 weeks. It gets upgraded to permanent.
Yeah, he is permaban still.
Not allowed to be on Twitch at all. Tyler Blevins, Ninja, as we all know him, kind of comments on it on his stream. He's kind of talking to Gideon because he knows Gideon's in the chat. And he says, you can't go around raiding and spamming on bitches. Just loosely. That's all he says.
Yeah.
He says he'll do what he can to Gideon.
That's what he said. Is
I'll do what I can.
The thing that spurred this on is he says that he will talk to his Twitch rep to see what.
Yeah.
The way he airs it out is like he texts this lady on stream to get it dealt with.
Yeah. I'll do what I can, but you can't go around raiding bitches.
Yeah.
And so Pokimane takes offense because, first of all, you can't support him. He hate raided me. And second of all, you called me a bitch.
Yes.
It's like, really? That's what we're upset about right now?
Yeah, it's so painful.
And then I saw actually Gideon kind of did an interview after, or just like a post on his YouTube, whatever. And he kind of goes around. He's like, look, like I understand what I did was against the TOS for Twitch, whatever. But if you are in Pokimane's stream and defending her, wake up, bro. She's not going to fuck you, was the quote.
Well, and the funny thing is, like, I don't like Pokimane's content very much, but if you ever watch her stream, she cries and whines about a lot of stuff.
Constantly.
Whether it's for the viewers, whatever. But she always picks on her viewers, as she labels it, because people clip her crap and they portray her in like a more sexual way, and they kind of poke fun at her and they make a bunch of dumb memes.
Yeah, but like,
and she
wake
hates
up.
on her own chat for this.
Wake up. That's the only reason you're famous.
Exactly.
It's because you're a decent-looking young girl.
I don't think she's ever really been relevant in a video game.
No. She's not fucking famous because she's good at games. She's famous because she's a decent-looking girl who talks to very lonely men all day.
Yes.
That's...
In the last week since I've been on this topic, I followed her trying to check in on her stuff.
Yeah.
Everything's just chatting and it's just moping around.
Yeah. XQC finally kind of chimed in on it, and he just fucking laughed.
Yeah.
Just laughed and laughed and laughed.
Well, that's what I mean. As a big streamer outside watching this, especially getting Ninja involved, you're just like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Why is this happening?
Like, settle down. Like, this guy essentially made Twitch what it was and then left. Like, he's still relevant. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Not a guy I'd go to war with on Twitch.
Put it this way, though. I really used to like Ninja when his prime. He used to be kind of a decent guy. Then the money definitely got to him.
Well, I don't know if the money got to him or if it's his fucking wife.
Both. Either way, I don't care.
Oh, my
They're
God.
both a terrible pair. in media right now.
This is what
But I watched Tyler stream
Yeah.
recently. He gets so whiny, bitchy, and screams at shitting on kids in Fortnite. I have to turn him off.
I know. I can't.
He's a high-pitched person, and it kills my ears. I can't do it.
I put up with it when he was like, he looked like a meth head and was playing fantasy or Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
Like he looked like he was borderline dying, honestly, and he was playing Final Fantasy, but at least he was calm because he was still a decent entertainer.
Yeah.
But he was calm. And right now we're kind of going back to, this is what happens when you hand idiots hundreds of millions of dollars.
Yeah.
Especially his fucking wife. Holy, my goodness.
Yeah, I love the nose
Like,
job. I love it.
We're going to be on this next week, I'm sure, because there's going to be more coming out about it.
Oh, yeah.
But just remember, so this is the only thing you need to take away from this whole thing. If anyone says anything mean about you, you can get your legal team involved.
Yes, no matter what, because it's defamation of character.
Consider it defamation of character.
That is Jessica Blevins' reaction to pretty much any bad media now.
Because Pokemon shared a text
On stream.
Yeah. So Ninja sent Pokemon a text. She shared it on stream, and his wife went off.
And like, if you watch it, if you get in either of these people's chats, you go to Pokemon's, her chat still lights up Ninja and Jessica in their chat. You go to Ninja's, everyone's kind of pro him, laughing, mocking, closer to the hate speech kind of side of things.
Well, aside from the hate speech, though, you should be mocking Pokemon. It's a fucking joke.
It's what I mean, though. It's just, it's such a fucking war of communities.
Of stupidity.
It's just hilarious to see these mobs pick up sides, though.
Yeah.
There's such a lack of common sense in the Twitch chat. It's brutal.
I think Gideon put it best, you know? If you are still supporting Pokemon right now, wake up, man. She ain't gonna fuck you.
All I can say is there will always be a place for keyboard warriors because they're never dying.
Will there ever?
They will never go away.
Will there ever? All right. I think that wraps up this week.
I think so.
There's a little low energy this week. We're both kind of, I personally am working off a little bit of,
I'm doing
little
better
bit of
than
a
he is,
hangover.
no questions asked.
But some good points, and these are going to be stuff we revisit in the next coming weeks because there's going to be more coming on the Microsoft deal. There's going to be more coming with the Pokemon Twitch shit show. There's going to be more coming, hopefully, with the Fallout TV show.
Plus, we have another episode in between, so the next playoff round will be done, and then we'll be leading into the Super Bowl.
Yeah, because we'll have the Pro Bowl break week.
Yep.
You want to give a last-minute prediction? Super Bowl winner?
I'm saying LA.
Okay.
I want LA to win in LA.
If that happens, that city will light on fire. I'm going to put it out there. I'd like to see it too, though. I have LA winning.
That's my prediction, yeah.
And if it's not LA, I want Cincinnati.
I do, yeah.
Just
same thing.
because of the Joey Burrow
No one
story.
will expect it.
Nobody. Okay. All right, guys. We appreciate everybody hanging out. We're definitely getting up live this week, for sure.
Yeah, this is going up raw.
Yeah, in literally 5 minutes.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm getting home, updating.
Love it. Okay, so that's it. We're back every Sunday. Make sure to check out. We're still in the Discord all the time. We're getting a lot better on Twitter.
Yep.
You're still working through kinks with YouTube because they hate whatever we post.
Yeah, it really is a pain in the ass. I realized, as a side note, I don't even know what episode it was, 12, 13? Everything on my end went up.
Yeah,
And then
it
2
just
days
didn't show
later,
up.
people are like, where's the episode? What are you talking about?
Yeah, but so we kind of decided. I think we're gonna be streaming on Twitch because of all the hassle with YouTube.
We'll see.
Yeah, well, we'll see.
We'll see.
We got all our shit on order. We got camera stands coming. We got you found your lights.
Yep.
So we're gonna be live very soon. We have no idea when it's gonna be. We're gonna try and plan it. We'll announce it early in the week every week.
Yeah, exactly. Especially for the live portion.
Yeah. But you guys will get to see what we're doing right now. You'll see our screens. You'll see our faces.
Yep.
You'll figure out who the hell we are.
Whether that's good or bad, who knows?
I mean, I consider us both 10s, so I'm very humble. But
Exactly.
okay, guys, we appreciate everybody hanging out. We will catch you guys next week.
Yeah, see you guys later.